As would I. Does Mr. Dan speak for you as well? Or are you willing to listen to reason? Agreed. Killing you would be a costly proposition. Excellent. You'll find that Covenant has more to offer since we've come to this understanding. Goodbye. Let us continue our work, and we will pay you the bounty you would be giving up. But we keep Stockton's synth. And here you are. No matter. Let me be upfront about this. There are two ways this meeting can end. We come to an agreement, or there's violence. Too much is at stake to allow you to simply leave. Pity, since we can't come to an agreement. Men, so do we have a deal, or not? I will not beg for my life. Everything I've done has been for the greater good. And you kill Stockton's synth anyway? I want nothing to do with someone so unpredictable. If my projections are correct, the next version will be 1% more accurate. What does Covenant need now? I wonder, do they play baseball in the Institute? Or is there some sort of defect in their programming? And any progress on Question 3? I'll let the Reclamation team know. You've made your opinions quite clear on the value of Question 3. Removing it could invalidate all the data we've accumulated to date. Moving on. Question 4. The data on this is fascinating. Why does baseball have the highest degree of correlation? Even more than Question 8. Why do you think we attacked her caravan? She has well over a 90% chance of being a synth. I'd have to perform an autopsy to be sure. So do we have a deal? Why are you here? You don't seem to be with the Institute. The synth menace must be dealt with. One day the safe test will be perfected. I will make you a deal. I pay you handsomely, and you let me dispose of our last remaining synth test subject, Amelia Stockton. Then I can continue my work. I will make you a deal. If you let me dispose of Stockton's synth and continue our work, I'll match whatever reward you were offered. You've cut a bloody path through my people. You've no doubt seen our work, but you do not possess all the facts. Some background is required to fully answer that. We've come too far to change course, even if we wanted to. Are you being silent for a reason? I'm ready to proceed if you are. You had your chance to speak with me. Go ahead. Kill me or leave. We were under the mistaken impression you wanted to rescue the Stockton girl. Excellent. Over the years, we've recruited like-minded individuals, all of our lives shattered by the Institute. Covenant is primarily about administering and refining the safe test, but some consider the humanitarian side equally as important. If you destroy what's left here, their lives will be upended again. And how do they manage to keep us in the dark? Everything we've done has been to stop the suffering of more innocents at the hands of the Institute and their synth menace. A living synth is indistinguishable from a human by any medical test yet devised. But it turns out psychology can detect a difference. Enter the safe test. The test is in its infancy, but through sacrifice and perseverance, our success rate is improving. There's something in the questions which provokes a response from synth, but the exact trigger is elusive. The margin of error is admittedly high, 4 or 5 false positives per synth, but one day we hope to get it to 1 or 2 false positives. Oh, yes. Autopsies confirm the test is getting more accurate. Then you do understand. It may not look like it, but there's a war being fought. How considerate. As long as the Institute walks invisibly amongst us, they strike without warning and control us from the shadows. I've dedicated my life to devising a test to detect these hidden synths, to root them out so they can be extinguished. Isn't that a goal worth fighting for? Hundreds of kidnappings over the years. Ask the survivors if it's really that bad. And there are so many other tragedies that may be their responsibility as well. Let me pose a question to you. My life's work on the verge of ruin, all because of your efforts to find Stockton's supposed daughter. You do know she's most likely a synth, yes? If you are more than a hired gun, perhaps we can stop this before it's too late. In Diamond City, a lifetime ago, my parents and 8 others were massacred by someone. At first, we thought the maniac was human, but that was the day we learned of the Institute's latest creations, the synths. Why else do you think we attacked her caravan? After testing, we have well over a 70% confidence level of our initial diagnosis. I'd have to perform an autopsy to be sure. To improve the safe test, intense psychological pressure must be applied to our test subjects. It is distasteful, but necessary. No, I did not. It may not look like it, but there's a war being fought. Covenant is many things. A refuge for the broken people left in the wake of the Institute's rampages. A place of safety and healing. But most importantly, it is our one chance to end this age of paranoia. Why else do you think we attacked her caravan? She has well over a 70% chance of being a synth. I'd have to perform an autopsy, to be sure. A perfectly rational response. Impossible. The odds are too great she's an Institute infiltrator. Even if she is an unfortunate victim in this war, sparing her can compromise everything. We most certainly do, but we have to find them first. There is a correlation. We've measured it. We just need more data, more test subjects to narrow it down. Casualties are inevitable. It may not look like it, but we're at war. Then you'll just have to kill me. And then everything we've done will be justified. What would you do if your family was destroyed by a synth right in front of you when you were but a child? Would you roll over and accept it? Or would you do something about it? So the one investigating Stockton's caravan has arrived. Do you even know that his supposed daughter is in all likelihood a synth? Fortunate for me, I wasn't talking to you. What a distasteful business. I'm certain the autopsy will confirm my hypothesis. You'll find Covenant has a lot more to offer since we've come to this understanding. As promised. First, the loose end. There.